What up, my dudes? How I'm doing on today? We're going to try not to leave vlogs. Welcome. Get some more light up in here. I think that's the best we can do. Today's vlog is going to be about the future. When I say future, I'm talking about the online school. It's been a week already. I want to do this video on the first day of school that my nephew is doing, the online classes by computer. It's just a drag, and I want to put my input into it, my opinion, how we do it, or what are some pros, what are some cons, or how this is going to affect us later on in the future, in my opinion. First things first, it is 8 o'clock, and he has to log in. He has to log in by 8:15 to 8:30. That's where everyone logs in. I guess that's the attendance. And then from the attendance, that's when they start the classes. So right now, I'm in my computer, and I am trying to get my nephew set up. If you guys can see, we're just loading. And he's over there brushing his teeth. Already had breakfast, already ate. And today, you guys are going to tag along with me, and you guys are going to see how his class works. And basically, it's kind of like the same for every class, just different grade level and different experience here and there. So let me just log in. At the same time, I'm going to have his opinion as well, of his input of does he like it, does he not like it, or what he wants to do, stuff like that, you know? So we're going to get like a personal kid view of what's going on. Main website, I'm not going to have any names or shown or school or anything like that for his safety and for the safety of the school, I guess, and his teacher. So the teacher tried to make it as easy as possible with all this stuff that we have here, so we can be like, oh, it's here, and then over here is the work that's due. She tried making it easy as possible, my dudes. I appreciate that as much as I can. Like, I really do that she puts effort to it to make this as easy as possible. But to be honest, this is confusing. Like, this is confusing, not for myself. At first it was, because I was looking through it, checking each one. But for like a parent who has no idea how computers work, or have no idea where to go or how to type in the website or what website to go to, those parents, I know that they suffered a lot, because when we were doing the first COVID incident, well, not the first COVID incident, when COVID was active the first time, everyone was freaking out. At that time, that was a big mess. People didn't know where to go. People didn't understand where to do. People did not knew how to upload the work. People did not know how to have a front conversation with the teachers. That was a huge mess, my dude. So now that she's trying to making it more easier, I appreciate that she's making it more easier for everyone. Yeah, you ready, Bubba's? Yeah. Okay. I think we're a little bit early, but it's fine. So this is the setup I have for my nephew. Really, it's just the table, his crayons, my laptop. But we didn't use that computer because it did not have what we needed. We turned some more lights. Needed, which was a webcam and a microphone, which I can, and he can do that because he can communicate in the chat box. But that's too much typing and stuff like that. So that's why he's using my laptop. And that's why we had to got this table and just put it in here. So for just like mostly our office right now, as we have right now. So I mean, we gotta use what we gotta use, man. As you guys can see behind me, my nephew's already in class, so he's already learning, he's already doing his thing. He has his headphones on, he can hear us. Let me go see if you guys can get a better picture of view of what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to get inside his webcam area, but the whole class is there and they're learning right now, talking about stuff. Let me back away because he needs to stay focused, my dudes. He needs to stay focused. Class is still up in session, and my nephew's already working on some work that he has to do. Basically, my house is very quiet where he's doing this so he can stay focused. There's not that much movement, not much activity here. But basically, that's what it is. Really, is just being patient and quiet in the house for 8 hours for him to focus. I don't know how other parents do it and stuff. They probably have him in a room isolated. Another thing, tablets. The school did give him tablets, but since I'm not in his area of where he goes to school, he's from out of state, and he's came over here, like I said, different videos for the coronavirus. He's been staying with us for a long time, for more than like at least 3 months already, since the pandemic started with COVID. So that's why he's just here doing my laptop work, because that's all he can do, because we don't have a tablet that the school sent to him. They do give him breaks here and there. That's really nice that the teachers do that. They gave him breaks so he can go use the restroom. He can walk around, drink some water. So breaks is a good idea for him to stand up from that chair, being in that chair all day. So this is the time where my nephew starts getting kind of cranky and kind of like mad in a way. Not mad, like frustrated. First of all, he can't type as fast on the keyboard like he would like to. And second of all, he thinks that it's not enough time for the teacher to give him time to like type what he has to type or to submit a little assignment. Like right now, he's over there with the brainstorm. He's just like stuck in the process that he does not know what he's gonna do. So he's just like in that phase, like, ugh. And I was encouraging him. I was like, well, we just write down a piece of paper and then we'll go back and we'll type it out later. He just gets kind of like, I don't know, frustrated in that point. I understand that there's a time limit to everything that they do. The teachers have to do a time limit to get everything done in one day. But they have to understand that typing is different than writing everything down on a piece of paper. And then these kids, or I guess the younger they are, they don't really have that much computer skills, really. We gave them snacks, we gave them drinks so he can like stay active, stay awake. But he's getting frustrated from sitting down there. Like I said, they gave him breaks, but for some reason the teacher hasn't given him a break yet, and it's gonna be like 10 o'clock already. He's just having that type issue problem, something that I think a lot of kids do have, or there's not enough time for them to think and to react and to type and stuff like that. So just a little bit more time would be nice. And then we're gonna see if this one works. Like I said, if I'm having trouble, then I'm betting other parents is gonna have trouble too. So just type on the bottom. I'll do it for you. Yeah, and then you just type. Yeah, so if I'm having trouble with stuff like this, then other parents are gonna have trouble with stuff like this. And this is because I'm here. Believe it's some parents that just walk away or just leave their kid to do whatever they want on the computer while they do their stuff around the house. Yeah, that's a big problem, issue as well. Because stuff like this, can't log in, can't find it, what's wrong, I need help. And then you try to explain it, the parents will be like, well, I don't know what we're trying to do, I don't know what we're trying to reach. So it's always hard for anyone like this to do it. But the whole class is here, back to learning. You okay? Everything's okay? Yeah. He's just a little frustrated. I think every kid's frustrated from sitting down and not moving and stuff like that. But I mean, this could be the future. And I'll explain to you more of my opinion about it during lunchtime. Alright, so we're here back in lunchtime. How's it going, nephew? So how do you like school so far? Like, is it different than going to class? Do you like it?
It's more boring.
More boring? Why is it more boring?
I just do. But in school it's kind of different.
So you say it's more boring?
It's more school different.
Well, it is different. You don't see no friends, nothing like that.
School is kind of a little different because you do the activities. Sometimes you do work kind of like that.
It's just different. But do you like it or no?
Yeah, I would say it's fine.
You say it was fine?
Yeah.
Do you wish to go back to school?
No.
You like staying home and doing homework like this?
Not really, but a little.
Not really, but a little. Okay, my dudes, that was basically my nephew's little interview of how the situation is. In my opinion, this is the future in a lot of ways, my dudes. For his generation, if they keep doing this, they'll get used to it and they'll adapt to it. In our generation, where I'm at, not as much, but for the younglings and young people, the young kids, if they keep doing this, in other words, they will adapt to it and they will like it and they will get used to it. That's really scary in a way, in a good way, because you could start a whole new era on online schooling, basically, because this actually does change the whole scenario of a state school. If you do that, then technically we're saving paper. There's no longer paper. Saving trees, that's one good thing. We're gonna lose jobs, custodians, cafeteria lady, stuff like that. We're gonna lose jobs, but you save food because school throws away a lot of food. That's one thing. No more buildings, so no more electricity powering up the buildings, no more water flowing into the buildings for toilets, water fountains. So there's like a pros and the cons of online schooling, if they should keep this for everything or they should just do this temporary just because of COVID. Obviously, it's just temporary, what they say right now. But this could be the whole new generation. If they want to push this, they could push this. They can upgrade this by making it by apps. Just your app of your school, you click on it, you go to your grades and stuff like that. Teachers, I think teachers should be there, not just having the work posted up and you just do it. No, they should have a teacher there explaining it more into depth about it. If you have questions, they should ask for that. So I don't think teachers will lose their jobs. It would just be a different scenario. But then again, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, well, I learn better with hands-on and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, us. But if you keep pushing a young kid like my nephew, he's gonna adapt to it. He's gonna get used to it. That hands-on is no longer hands-on. It's gonna be all just mental and what you have. You know what I mean? Like, for example, those hands-on, I'm talking about pre-kinder, where you have the blocks, you count ones, the tens, the square, the cubes is 100, stuff like that, where you can like visualize it and be there one-on-one. But if you keep doing this, and they're gonna get used to it, be like, oh, it's just a video, understand, and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't like this. I'd rather have the kids at school socializing with their classmates, playing with their classmates, because that does mess up the mind of a child so bad if they're not interacting with someone around their age. But this is kind of good and kind of bad in a way. If you guys have any comments or any complaints about it, put it down in the comment section and we'll just like have your input about it. But like I said, these kids do get frustrated for small little things, like it didn't want to open up, so he called my help. It didn't want to go through, he couldn't find where to post it, and the teacher's there telling him where to go, but you're gonna need that extra help of extra push to know where to go. And the computer, because we have Wi-Fi, what if the Wi-Fi system shut down? The families don't have Wi-Fi. I know schools are doing so much as possible, giving away free Wi-Fi meantime, but saying that online school, I want to be mean, but it is true for a fact. What about those kids and those families with low income and stuff like that, you know, like their parents have to work so that they have to leave their kid by themselves, or that's where they go to, that's where they send them off to school, and that's 8 hours. So when they get off work, they pick up their kid, you know what I mean? So that does come the fact that those kids are going to be home by themselves because some parents can't afford a daycare, stuff like that. You just got to think about it. So basically, I'm just trying to say that is the rich people are gonna get educated and the poor not. It's just nonsense. It's just crazy. If you really think about it and really put a lot of things, bullets on the board, and really look through it, you're gonna see pros and cons about it. And it goes really deep about having online schooling for everything. In my opinion, I don't like this. I'd rather have them go to school. A lot of parents do that because they know if they send them off to school, they're getting educated. They have a meal to come to, like they actually do eat over there. They're like, some kids don't have a plate to eat, and it's just sad. But I like to see my nephew at school, having friends, playing with friends, and then you jump into sports, obviously, or you know, someone be like, hey, my dad's coach is teaching baseball, you want to join? You'd be like, oh yeah. Or my uncle's doing a soccer team, do you want to join? Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Like connections like that. You can't do it online. I personally like my nephew to be in class, but everyone has an opinion, so just type down your opinion in the bottom. So right now my nephew's in lunch. He has 30 minutes to eat, and then he jumps back into course. So my nephew's schedule is 11:30 is his lunch, and it ends at 12, and he goes back in to class, which is weird because they're teaching PE on these online classes, and I've been watching my nephew, and the PE coach does make him like stand up, jumping jacks and stuff like that. But I tell them, don't eat too much because you're gonna have to go back to PE right away. But that's just the downside. But the PE coaches, I know they try to get the kids active, which is kind of good, and just having them sit down all day play video games. So I do enjoy that. They're trying to get these kids active in activities, and it's better than inside the nice house and outside in the heat. You know, that's one thing as well. It's just a hurt. I might get a lot of hate for this video, but I'm just showing you guys my personal experience with my nephew. And he's almost done eating, and he has to go back in and do some work. This is PE for him. But I just don't like it that he eats and then he goes to PE right away. Let's see if I can get a glimpse of not being the webcam. But that's it basically. And all the students are there. And we see a couple of students up here. And that's him just copying the video of what he has to do. Good job. But like I said, I don't like it because he just ate and he's doing these activities. So we try not to make him eat that much. Watch out with the table. The last stretch of the day. He's done with PE. It's just the last courses of the class. And he gets off at 3:15, around there. 3:15, 3 o'clock. Sometimes he gets out at 3 o'clock or 3:15 or 3:20. Depending on what the teacher has to say. But he's still working hard and doing his work. So basically he's there all day sitting down. Check up. My nephew is on break. 30 more minutes and he's almost done. And he is frustrated and tired. I can tell. Are you? Yes. He's just talking to his friends right now because they're on break and that's what they do. They communicate. I think it's pretty cool that they do that and stuff. So class is finally over, Bubba's? Yes. Come over here. Stay in the picture frame. Stay right here. So, did you like it? Don't like it? Just again for everyone who can see it.
My leg shirt.
Your legs hurt from sitting down too much? Yeah?
It's from hours.
For hours? But you do get breaks.
Yeah.
I told you to jump around. I told you to go running around the house. And he does. For a little bit. It's not the same. Well, anyways, my dudes, I just want to inform you guys of my personal opinion of how online schooling is and what the future can hold and how these kids are kind of suffering in a way. I'm not saying that my nephew's suffering, but just there's other kids suffering or parents suffering or they don't know what to do still. Because I remember when there was, when COVID first hit, I remember there was a lot of students missing and the teacher would tell us, well, we can't get to those students because they don't have this, they don't have that. Or some parents not even bother to check their emails or answer their phone calls or nothing like that because they don't have a computer. It's just, it was a big chaos when they first had COVID. I'm guessing that's why they're making everyone have iPads or tablets. The school's giving them to each student. But unfortunately, we don't have any. But this is it, huh, Bubba? So we're done for today? Yeah?
Yep.
All right, my dudes. You guys like what I do, subscribe down below, Louis Vlogs. Find me on Instagram, @Louis Vlogs. Facebook page, @Louis Vlogs. I'll see you guys next one. So, peace out. You want to set the camera?